What's up, everybody? It's your boy J-Rod and welcome to the channel. So today's video we're going to be talking about how to spot a choppy in the Dominican Republic, or how to know if you're dating a choppy in the DR. Now, before I get into this video, I know it's going to be some people that missed a little disclaimer that I put in, because you know, people, they like to pick and choose what they want to see and hear on this channel. But once again, this does not apply to everybody in Dominican Republic. I'm fully aware of that. I promise you, I understand that this does not apply to everybody, but it's going to be somebody in the comments that, you know, they're going to miss that and they're going to like write a comment and be like, oh, here he go, generalizing and blah, 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 blah. And to be honest, if you're somebody who feels some type of way about these videos, I could really care less. I'm just going to be completely honest. People, they be writing me books and paragraphs and I'm like, bro, like, I'm not reading all this. But if you're somebody who's getting offended by me keeping it real, then, you know, that's on you, fam. That don't got nothing to do with me. All right, let's get into this video. All right, so what exactly is a choppy? A choppy is basically a woman who uses you for money. That's like the slang term in the Dominican Republic, or the full term is choppy or daughter. All right, that means like a gold digger, basically. And by the way, this video is for both guys and girls, because I do got female subscribers on my channel. So anything that I'm saying in this video, it could be applied to y'all as well. I don't want to leave nobody out. But yeah, that is basically what a choppy is. Sometimes people confuse the term choppy with, let's just say like a working woman, and I gotta be very careful with the verbiage that I use on this video, because YouTube, they be quick to demonetize something. So I'm trying to be careful for how I word this video. But yeah, a lot of people confuse like a working girl with a choppy, and those are two different things. A working girl is kind of like a pay for play type of situation. A choppy is when you basically are dating someone and that person is just strictly using you for like benefits and money. So how to know if you're dating a choppy? This question right here, I personally cannot tell you, because I just don't know the dynamics of the relationship. I get people asking me this all the time and I have to tell them like, well, I'm not in the relationship, so I don't really know the person, and you know, it's so many factors that come into it. But what I can do is just give you some red flags and some things that I've noticed through my own personal experience, you know, dating in the Dominican Republic. And hopefully with that, you can use context clues and kind of figure out, you know, if this person is a choppy or not. And I'm just going to keep it real with you. 90% of the time, a lot of people know when they're dating a choppy. You know, the problem is a lot of people are in denial about it and they don't want to be honest with themselves, because either it's too good to be true, or like I said, they just straight up just don't want to believe it. And this is why I hate giving relationship advice, because a lot of times I tell people things that they already know. Like, they already know deep down on the inside what it is, but you know, they choose to just ignore it because they want to have hope for the situation, or like I said, they just don't want to believe it. But 90% of the people who feel like they're dating a choppy knows that they're dating a choppy. Let's just keep it real, all right? So yeah, that's just a little thing you got to know about me. If you come to me asking about relationship advice, I'm only going to tell you one time. After that, it's like you on your own. All right, so let's get into the first red flag to figure out if you're dating a choppy. All right, the first way to spot if you are potentially dating a choppy: if they are over the top, or like they tend to throw themselves at you from like your first encounter. So like, let's just say like y'all at a club or at a bar and they're just like over the top affectionate, you know, mi amor, you know, papi, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, to be fair, a lot of people say mi amor in Dominican Republic. That is common. But you got to kind of pay attention. If they're just very flirty and, you know, they're really throwing themselves at you, or very like promiscuous, I shall say, if they're kind of acting like that, then that could definitely be a red flag that you're dating a choppy, because you know, how are you already acting like this and, you know, y'all haven't even made a connection yet? So that is like one thing you need to pay attention to. Another way you can tell if you're dating a choppy, just due to personal experience, but if they start coming to you about financial stuff like right off the jump, and I'm just talking about like seriously within like y'all first conversations, if they start coming to you about money immediately, that is like a dead tell sign that this person is a choppy, okay? If they start asking for money up front, like that's automatically like, yes, this person is a gold digger. They're trying to use you. Now, I'm not saying that a woman who asks for money, that automatically means that they're choppy. Let me be very clear, because some people, they'll take that and be like, oh, damn, shorty just asked me for, you know, some money. That means that she's trying to use me. That's not what I'm saying, because truth be told, there are people in the Dominican Republic that do be asking for money that you could be dating, and they might really genuinely need the money, like, you know. So I don't want people to confuse that and think like, oh, because somebody asks for money, that automatically means that they're a gold digger. But you just got to kind of see the pacing and the timing of it. Like I said, if it's just like right off the rip, just like straight off the bat, and they already hitting you up and y'all barely know each other, then yes, like I do believe like that person could be using you for money. But sometimes you can get in a relationship and they might actually genuinely need the money. You just kind of have to pay attention to that. And you know, that is common in the Dominican Republic. Dominican women ask for money, like, especially with the economy down there, like, that's just kind of expected to happen. But you just kind of got to scope out the situation and make sure that they're not doing it, you know, to try to like get one over on you, because that does happen a lot too, you know. All right, now this next one is kind of common sense, but if they're lying to you, just like straight up playing your intelligence about, like, for example, like if they hit you up and be like, oh, I need $100 or I need $200 to go buy milk and Pampers. Like, come on now, like, you, especially for somebody who actually has lived in the Dominican Republic, like, I already know how much this stuff costs. And so it's like, if they hitting you up with these crazy prices and, you know, just outrageous stuff, you know, just trying to, like I said, pull a fast one on you. And because, for example, a lot of guys who come down there, they might be new to the country. They don't really understand or know, like, the prices of things. And that's why I said, like, in my other videos, like, you need to learn how much things cost. But common sense should tell you that, like, diapers and milk should not cost $200 in the Dominican Republic. The average Dominican don't even make more than $300 in a month. So yeah, if you dating somebody, they start highballing like that and trying to play with your intelligence, like, that is pretty much common sense that this person is a choppy. So I don't think you really need my help on that one. Like, if you do, like, I really worry for you, because that's like pretty much common sense. All right, this one right here. If they get mad at you because you say no, pay attention to how they act. If they blow up on you and they start acting a fool and acting crazy because you couldn't do something, or if you tell them like, nah, like, I don't got it right now, or, you know, you're gonna have to wait. If they blow up on you, that's automatically a sign that this person is using you for money, because if it was really about the love, then they will understand you and respect you. A lot of times you will come across people that will like get angry and blow up on you just because you didn't give them, you know, $300, you know, right when they ask. So pay attention to that, like, when you say no to people. All right, another way you can tell is pay attention to their social media. If you see that they always at the club, or they always partying, going out, smoking hookah, drinking, which is nothing wrong with that. You know, I'm not saying that they can't enjoy their life, but for somebody who's going through all these trials and tribulations, and every week is always a problem, and, you know, you talking about finances, I don't really be seeing how you can go out to the club all the time, you know, smoking hookah and drinking and partying when you got all these different problems, you know, because just the other day you was telling me that you didn't have money for food. But also pay attention to the friends too, because the friends be a dead giveaway, all right? You are the company that you keep. If you see their friends, you know, on that choppy stuff, you know, I'm not necessarily saying that that makes them a choppy, but it's just something you need to pay attention to, you know? If every time y'all try to have a date and they always want to bring extra people, like a tag on, then that definitely is a sign that they're using you. All right, this one is kind of common sense too, but like, if they kind of start ghosting you, or if they don't like engage with you as much, or like they only hit you up like when they need you for something, then like that one right there, that's a dead giveaway. And once again, this one is kind of common sense. If they're only coming around when they need something, but, you know, if y'all texting, messaging each other, and they're not really engaging with you as much anymore, then, you know, that's already a dead giveaway, like that person obviously is using you. Or they're talking to another guy and they're doing the same thing. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I can't really think of anything else. I'm pretty sure there's other stuff on the top of my mind. I just can't think of it right now because I'm doing this video off the top of my head. But yeah, like, a lot of this stuff is common sense, and really you just gotta kind of put the stuff together and kind of figure it out. Once again, if somebody asks for money, that does not automatically make them a choppy. You just gotta kind of assess the situation. But yeah, if you got any other questions, you already know what to do. Don't forget to like, subscribe, catch you in my next video, and hit that thumbs up. All right, let's go.